Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Am I the Asshole? If you enjoy listening to Reddit stories, it would greatly support the channel if you could like or subscribe. Now, let's dive into our first story. Am I the asshole for taking my friend's sick dog to an expensive vet without her consent while she was away? I, 20 male, agreed to dog sit for my friend Alma, 22 female, while she was away for a week to see her parents. On day 3, her dog, Cherry, started vomiting and refused to eat. I called her, but she didn't pick up. She was at a festival. I panicked and took Cherry to the emergency vet, where they diagnosed her with a blockage and did a $1,400 surgery. Cherry is fine now. Now, when Alma got back, I gave her the bill, explaining it was an emergency, and that was my only option. She completely blew up, saying she'd never have approved such an expensive option and would have waited to see if Cherry improved. She says she's broke and can't pay me back. Our mutual friends are split. Some say I saved Cherry's life and didn't have anything better I could have done. Others say I overstepped by not waiting longer, because it's not like a dog could die that quick. Alma is now ignoring me and told everyone we know that I forced her into debt. Am I the asshole? Not the asshole. A blockage can kill any dog quickly. You literally saved her life by taking her. Well done for noticing she was really unwell. It can be tricky to spot. Edited to add, the vet wouldn't just go ahead with a surgery without exploring the option of making the dog sick first, to see if whatever is causing the block could come out. This obviously wasn't a viable option. Some vets will get it wrong. Of course, we are human. I'm right in this instance, and so was the treating vet. Second opinion wasn't an option for OP. It was crazy. I just grabbed her and went to the vet. Don't know much about dogs, but I knew something was definitely wrong. All vets are expensive, and in an emergency situation, they are very expensive. You did the right thing. Ente? She'd be crying about how you murdered her dog if you'd taken the only other humane route. You absolutely did the right thing. $1,400 isn't even particularly expensive for that kind of surgery. Not the asshole. You did what you had to do, and it was the right call if there was a blockage. Your friend should absolutely pay you back with her gratitude that you saved her dog's life. I have left my cats for friends' family to watch. I let them know that they could call, text. However, I also left them with information for our regular vet and an emergency vet. I let them know to do what they think is right and that I would pay them back for any expenses. Am I the asshole? I changed my mind about my order at Auntie Anne's, but my husband insisted I still get it, and when I didn't, he argued and stormed off. My husband and I went to the mall to pick up his suit from the tailor. As we were walking, we passed by Auntie Anne's and decided to grab a quick snack. As we approached, I mentioned that I wouldn't mind having some hot dog pretzel bites, while he decided on the cinnamon bites. When we reached the cashier to place our order, they informed us that they were out of hot dog pretzel bites and that the next batch would be ready in about 10 minutes. My husband placed his order and asked if I still wanted the hot dog bites. I told him I'd decide after we visited the next store and that he could go ahead with his order. Despite that, he insisted on adding the hot dog bites anyway, arguing that it was just a 10-minute wait. He then told the cashier to include them in the order. I reiterated that I wanted to wait and asked the cashier to remove them. Instead of doing so immediately, she looked to my husband for confirmation. He continued to insist I get them, but I looked him in the eye and firmly said, I do not want them anymore. Then I turned to the cashier and repeated, I asked you to please remove them from the order. At that point, she finally did. After we paid, my husband told me I had embarrassed him, called me childish, and berated me before storming off for 30 minutes, leaving me standing there. All because I didn't want to pay for something I wasn't sure I wanted anymore. NTA, but the cashier looking at your husband was because your husband ordered them and not you. The cashier did nothing wrong. However, you seemed a little focused. Your husband acted like a child getting mad and then storming off is ridiculous. God, I hated it when customers would argue and expect me to be the deciding factor. There's literally no winning as a cashier in this scenario. When I worked in retail, I would cancel the whole order off the till and ask them to come back when they had decided. That consolidated their minds into an agreement pretty quickly. Jesus, this poor cashier. The real victim in all of this, lol. Everyone sucks here. He's clearly it for making a huge deal of it and storming off. But it sounds like he was trying to be nice, knew you wanted them since you did until they were delayed, and instead of recognizing his intent to help you, read it as his just dismissing you and were needlessly harsh to him and to the cashier? Obviously, I don't know you all. Maybe he dismisses you regularly and your reaction is reasonable. It just sounds like everyone here is choosing a bit of misery. Well, that's another episode of Am I the Asshole in the Books? I really appreciate all of you who made it this far into the video. Of course, if you enjoyed this video, it would really help the channel out a lot if you gave the video a thumbs up, subscribe, or leave a comment down below. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.